Guys, do you have any questions regarding previous session? Okay. Hope you guys created this account, right? Salesforce account, right?
Venkat, yet to create. I will create today or tomorrow.
Okay. Actually, there is one more guy will join. Okay. Meanwhile, quickly check with so Jaydeep, you called me yesterday, right, regarding that Maven. So we'll discuss that quickly. So what
Yes,
usage
please, Venkat.
that and all. So let's see that one first. Actually, so I will show you how to create the Mavenized project. So then after that existing project, how to convert Mavenized, we'll see that two things we'll see that. So the first thing is, so the difference I will explain actually. What was the exact difference if you go for Mavenized, if you go for normal project. I'll just open Notepad++. So the advantage is, uh, you no need to bother about the dependencies downloading and put into lib folder actually. If you see our earlier things, we downloaded whatever the required jar files, right? Even we seen the uh, ActiveMQ jar file, and then other one is there is uh, a PostgreSQL jar file we downloaded, and then so there is one more MySQL jar file you download and put into the lib folder, right? Every project. If you observe our database projects, you can see our clearly there is a MySQL connector is there and Postgres is there. And then what we did it, so if you right click on that, and again if you go for base path, there is a Java build path, and then if you see these two jar files are under class path of this project. Otherwise, until unless these two jar files are available in the class path, uh, it unable to get the driver class actually. So if these jar file are the class path, so then based on that only it will get the driver class name. Driver class name is nothing but it's a bridge between your MuleSoft and your database, whatever the database you are using, right? So that is a normal project actually. So if you go for Maven, the advantage is you don't need to do these steps actually. So there is a dependency. The dependency you have to keep it into the form file, UOM form. Form file will generate when you try to create a Maven project. So it will generate a form. So in that form file, so you can see all the list of dependencies. We can keep it simply. You don't need to download it. So your the form will take care to download it actually. Uh, Whatever the dependency. Suppose now I want a Postgres dependency. If you keep it into the form file, right? So from where you will get all these dependencies. Simply Google it, guys. You will get more. All the dependencies you will get in online. Suppose I want my SQL form dependency, right? So simply type here. You will get all the dependencies. How you download the jar file. Similar way, you can see the dependency. So earlier we seen this jar download, right? Now you can see the same dependency. You can copy paste it and put into the dependency location in the form file. I will show you that part. We'll quickly create a new Mavenized project. So generally, that is the one advantage actually. Other thing is, if you try to deploy this project, so suppose there is a database project. So now I am using two libs are there in the project, right? If you try to deploy this project, now what happens? So with this jar file, it will go and deploy into your cloud hub or else your on-premises, whatever it is, right? It will go and deploy. So this unnecessary size of the zip file is will get increased actually, right? So if the files are not there, if the jar files are not there, it won't work. Right? So that's why what we need to do, including these jar files, we have to go and deploy your zip file. So that's unnecessary weightage, right? So now I'm using a two dependencies. Tomorrow I want to use something else, right? So then you have to keep it all the jar files. Suppose if you are using 10 jar files, you have to keep it in the lib, all the 10 jar files. The 10 jar files will go and deploy into the along with the GIF file, right? This is unnecessary weightage. So it will take already maybe it's MBs, GBs it will become, right? The GIF file. So that's a problem. So that's why if we go for Mavenized, so your form will take care of all these things. So how it will take care actually? Before doing Mavenized project, guys. So what we need to do, I will try to create a Mavenized project first. Mule project, and then here whatever the server you want, choose it. I'm just giving Maven today demo. Just keep it my name like this. Your audio connection lost. Guys, can you hear me? I got an alert
Yeah,
like
Venkat.
I got
Yes,
alert like
Venkat.
audio connection lost. Okay, fine. So here earlier we didn't choose any option, right? Just as it is, we ignore the other options. We just simply create the project. But now, I hope you seen this API kit components, right? So we discussed about the RAM. That time we choose
Yeah,
the API components. Now we choose this use Maven. There is a Maven here. So if you select this, it automatically comes the group ID and the artifact ID and the version. So snapshot is it's nothing but a your GIF file name actually deployment and the GIF file name will get it. No? So this will take care to create a GIF file also. You don't need to export as a GIF file and deploy into on-premises or cloud. You don't need to bother about that. So the deployment artifact name, it will come like with including all these things actually append, version append, and then so the artifact name. This is a group ID actually. So you can keep it your naming conventions based on that. These three names it will come under form file. Okay. So I'm just creating a project now. So Maven demo. See, whatever the dependencies required for this project, it will try to download all the projects, all the dependencies. You can see now, whatever the dependencies, maybe Mule dependencies also, right? See, there is alert, right? You can see in the alert updating Maven dependencies for the project Maven today demo to complete. You can see now started downloading all the required things, right? Earlier, if you see this much time won't take to create a project, right? But in the POM project, it will take some time to download it first time. Second time onwards, the advantage is the second time onwards, it won't to go live actually. It won't go online. So whatever the so look so first time it will go online. It will download the required dependencies and put into the there is a M2 folder will generate guys automatically. So where it will generate and why it will generate. So if you see go C drive and then users and then your username here, the M2 folder will generate by default. Search for a M2 folder. What is this? Dot M2. You can see here in the last. I'm trying to open this all this thing, repositories. These are all jar files, guys. If you see package, if you try to open the package, there is a MySQL. We'll see the MySQL. See this? There is a two versions that get downloaded and put into local. You can see the jar file, right? So how it will generate actually? So uh, in the C drive, there is a concept called there is a software. We can say software. So Apache Maven, guys. So 3.5.0. This is a configurable, so no need to installation required. You have to download this Apache Maven in the Google and put into somewhere else, not only C drive. So wherever you want, you can keep it that software. Okay. So after that, what we need to do in your AnyPoint Studio, you have to choose the path actually. Otherwise, you can't able to create a Mavenized project. First, we have to do this step. So we have to download this Apache Maven. Okay. So there is so just search in Google, you will get to know, guys. So Apache free download Apache Maven latest version maybe 3 point something 3.9 3.3.9. Okay. So here you can see this versions, guys. Maybe somewhere else download option is there. You can click the download option right side. So then you can see the list of versions showing here. I see many versions. Yeah, you can see here. Here is the option, guys. You can see. So which version you want to download? It's 3.3.9. There is a zip file is there. You can download the zip file. There is a bin zip, right? So just click on that. It will get downloaded. Okay. I'll just ping you the path. You can use 3.3.9 also. Maybe I'm using 3.3.5. It's a lower version. You can use this one also. I'll just ping you in the chart. Go to meeting chart. I ping you. So you can take that one. You can download it. So first step, what you need to do, you have to download it. You have to it's a configurable. Just put into some location. That's the first step. The second step is what we need to do. So go to Window in your AnyPoint Studio and go to Preferences and search for a Maven here. There is a pop-up here. In the pop-up, so search for a Maven here. So you can see the Maven here in AnyPoint Studio Maven. Click that Maven. Okay. So then here we can it will ask. So I already put it to the path actually here. So in your case, maybe this text field is get empty, right? So by default empty. So then here is a browse button. Click the browse button. Wherever your Maven location, the home directory, show that. That's all. So until this path, so the home directory, copy this and put into so the Maven installation home directory. That's all that. So based on that, so here is the bottom test Maven configuration. If you click the test Maven configuration, if everything is okay, it will clearly say as with green symbol. If something gone wrong, then it will give something like issue, guys.
Venkat, one question. As of now, we are doing it locally, so it's fine to give a local server path, not. But when we deploy, still it works for
So
any connector,
yeah,
jar files.
yeah. See actually, so if you are deploying into the cloud, you don't need to bother about that. Everything is there in the cloud. So because they will take care of it, right? That is the advantage of cloud, right? So if any updates happen, any installation required, any new versions come, upgradations, everything taken care by MuleSoft people if you go for cloud. If you go for on-premises, right? So you have to take care whatever you done in your local, right? Whatever we done in the steps in the Windows machine, same steps we have to do in the whatever the on-premises you are using. Maybe it's a Linux, maybe it's a something else. You have to do same steps. You have to take care to install the Maven, to configure the Maven in that on-premises server. You okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But generally, Venkat, this will be done by deployment and configuration team, right? So the development team doesn't involve.
Yes. There is a DevOps team is there, so they will take care of that part. Even if you go for cloud, nobody required actually, because already everything set up in that. Okay, if you go for on-premises, then you have to set up all the configurations. Not only Maven, whatever the things required. from starting Java onwards. So Java need to be installed, and then so Maven need to be installed, and then server. So our runtime servers need to be installed. All these things we have to set up it. Okay, and then click apply, click OK. Just 1 second. Okay, so here, if you see the difference between normal project and Mavenized project, the major difference is here you can see pom.xml guys. Earlier we didn't see that one. We'll just explore on the pom.xml. So here, whatever you put that initial group ID artifact ID version, you can see here. And then this is for uniqueness actually. So this group ID artifact and in version 1.0.0. And then, so these are all get by default guys. You don't need to bother about the packaging, Mule and everything. So here extra things what we need to do. So here in future, now I am using a Mule version 3.9.0. Suppose if you want to migrate it, so then you have to keep it whatever the version it is. So the version you have to keep it. And then so here we'll keep the version. But if you see this Mule version is somewhere else it is using actually. So dynamically so use this one. You can see it here. So once you put it there version, it will reflect here automatically. So now dependencies started actually here. The Mule dependencies first. So these in the if you see in the first time, so these are all get downloaded. No? So these are the things actually. It's the first one is Mule version. So these are all Mule related actually. The Mule transactions, Mule transports, Mule ESB modules, all these dependencies related to MuleSoft guys. So you don't need to bother about that. These are all come by default. The next step is any custom dependencies. If you see all are by default get downloaded. Now, so the first just now we seen one of the dependency, right? There is nothing but a MySQL dependency. Let's try to download this one. So let me quickly search is this available or not. By default it won't be there. Let me just quickly search in the form. This is totally XML file guys. So there is no MySQL. I try to download this one. I'll just put it to the form.xml. This will automatically get reflect. Just where we need to put it. So under dependencies guys. Under dependencies, one of the dependencies is this. The starting and keeping. Just clearly write the heading also why you are writing. It was the use of this. So we can write clearly like this within comments. So now it's a modified one, right? Form.xml. Observe here. I'm just saving this one. It gets started to download, or else if it is already there in the local path, it will take from there actually. See, it's a get build success. It's not downloaded actually because in my local already it is there actually. It will take from the local. Okay. To see any other jar file, let's try to post this. We get for every Maven, every dependency guys in the online. You can simply search for it and you can get it. There is a versions also there here. There's a Postgres dependency. So once it will download it, then it will build it actually automatically. So if something gone wrong, you can see now. So this is not there in my local. It's try to download now. So you can observe in the previous And now it's trying to download all the related to the JDBC4 Postgres jar files and put into our local path, right? So and try to build it. You can see the build success. Okay, like this, it will get generated. It will get downloaded, guys. Hope you guys are clear. So that is the difference between normal project and then Mavenized project. And then so let me try to deploy this one. I'll just something, I'll put it here, HTTP. That is the one difference. So we'll try to show the difference also. You don't know to create any GIF file. Actually, if you want to deploy it to somewhere else, you don't need to export as a GIF file. If you see other projects, if you want to deploy your project, you need to export it. I shown you the option also earlier. So that is not required here. And just put a logger here, just testing purpose. That's all. I'm trying to deploy this one. Let's see. You can see this building Mule Maven today demo application 1.00 snapshot. And here, if you observe, there is a target folder will automatically generate and get deleted. So when we are trying to compile your this Maven today demo project, it's get automatically create a target file and get deleted actually. So if in the earlier project, this target folder won't be there, right? You can see here whatever the dependencies we put in the custom dependencies, right? So that you can see here. Okay, let's get deployed. And let's try to look into the target folder. So go to your project location, wherever your project location. There is a properties file, and then this is a resource location. I'll just get to that. Okay, there is a target folder. Observe here, guys. This is a snapshot 658 is get generated. Okay, so take this and wherever you want, you can deploy it. That's all. So if you expand this, there is no lib, there is no jar files and all actually. But in the earlier case, the lib files inside of the project. Okay, there's the two advantage. One is you don't need to bother about the dependencies. Whatever the dependencies, just put into inside of the form, it will get downloaded. So now what happened? So now these two dependencies not there in the GIF file, right? When you try to deploy into your where in your deployment location, like maybe it's a on premises or else any other cloud, it will get downloaded, guys, on fly whenever the compilation happen, right? So it will get downloaded the required things, or else if it is in the local, it will pick from the local, right? If it is already downloaded earlier. So that is the uses of this. That is the creation of new Mavenized project, guys. So other thing is, if you want to do existing project Mavenized, open your existing project. Suppose there is a Mule expression. There is a normal project. There is no target folder. Right? There is a target folder. Target folder is there, but form is not there. Right? There is no form here. I'll try to click on the project. Right click on the project. There is a Mule option here. There is a Mule option. This is how to Mavenize the existing projects. There is a legacy projects are there without Mavenized. If you want to Mavenize, so right click on your project name and select a Mule. Here there is an option called Mavenize. So click the Mavenized. So you can see the alert actually. By Mavenizing the project, a default form.xml file will be created. Best effort will be made to detect and add your project dependencies to it. As a result, Maven support, maybe this will get it. So if anything is Maven form in the Sorry guys. So it get disconnected, I guess. So anything is missing, then you have to add manually. So click yes, and then click OK. You can see the form get created. So whatever the required things are there, it get downloaded and get success also. You can see the now form.xml in Mule expression project. Okay, that is the difference, guys. So that is about it. It's a pretty much simple only. So generally we'll go for Mavenized only most of the time. So now your project will start with a small, maybe one or two APIs. In future it will become complex, no? So all the complex projects and medium. So then we'll go for this type of Mavenized one. So any questions on this?
Venkat, one question. Can you please drag one database connector? Previously, when we download jar file, we used to give a path and all, right, in a database connector. But how it works in this case?
It will take
Do
Sure, wait, wait.
we don't need to give a path and all?
No, it will type automatically. We'll type sure. Now today the now open. Just now we created. I think is there here. I'll just drag and drop the database connector. Okay. And try to configure it. MySQL. Observe here, guys.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yes.
So because the dependency already there in my uh, project. Let me delete that. Go to form file. Let's remove that MySQL dependency. And just comment this part. So immediately get reflect, guys, whenever you save this form, no? So immediately reflect. You can see this scanning project and get build success. Right now there is no dependency. Let's try to see this one. Open this database connector. Click plus symbol. MySQL configuration. See this here. I can see error. Please add a required driver before proceeding. Let me try to add
Yeah.
dependency directly here, guys. There is an option you can add it here also. Copy your dependency. This is my dependency. So you can add it here also. It will go and put into the form file. I'll just copy it here. Okay. Finish. Get downloaded. Okay. You can see now. Don't check your Maven file. I just commented earlier, right? Let's see. Which one? This one. Right? You can see now. Okay, same project, guys. You can see earlier on top I commented that MySQL whatever I put it manually. But so to get so whatever I dependency added, it get downloaded and put into in the RAM automatic. That way also can add it. Okay, how if you drag and drop it, now automatically detect that whatever the required things, right? So before only it will by default it will take care. Some dependency it will take. If it is a MySQL, if it is a something for the Oracle or something else with already dependency is there, it will take it like this automatically. If they're not there, you can add it modify dependency, or else you can directly add in the home data. Okay.
So for each project, Venkat, one snapshot with version number will be created in the in the workspace. So that snapshot we can take and deploy it directly to
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
on-premises.
Yeah. So what we can do is, so generally you can see it's a manual thing. So there will be DevOps team there. So they will take it to Maven list. There is a command for, if you see here in the Maven, so you can see the command, right? Maven clean package minus d skip terminate test. Right? What it will do, this command, if we create a, even you can do in the, I will say this, you can do in the, what is the, so you can compile manually also. Compile in the sense, so open your path where it is. You can use same command here also. I mean the command prompt also you can use it. You can build it manually. Right? Open into command prompt. This is my project. So there is a command called maven clean, right? Install. Same command I'm using, whatever the Anypoint Studio contains. It will get clean it, it will get create the snapshot and all here. Right? Whatever you've done, if you see in the Anypoint Studio, there is a default option, right? Under project, clean. So build automatically. There is a checkbox here, build automatically. Apart from that, you can build like this, right? So there's a Maven clean install. If there is any MNU test cases, so if you don't want to execute that MNU test cases, you can skip it actually, right? Minus hyphen D, skip test, right? It will get built. Generally, so the DevOps team will execute this command. So what it will do, so you can observe here actually, somewhere else this snapshot get created when you try to execute this command. So it will show the clear target path also where it get generated the snapshot. You can see the path, right? Target folder, some Maven demo hyphen 1.0.0 snapshot, right? So what they will do, so they will so write this command in the Jenkins jobs. So it will get build it. It will take that. They will take that snapshot and they will put into the wherever, right? So the location maybe it's a on premises or else it's a cloud. So they have CLI commands, right? So how we build this, similarly there is a CLI command to deploy it also. So they will use CLI command. CLI command in the sense in the command prompt there is a command actually. Right? Using that command, it will go on deploying to uh, wherever it is. So based on the credentials, whatever they put it, so it will go and deploy that.
So Venkat, these commands are same for Linux box also, like Maven commands,
Yeah.
whatever you show, same.
Yes. Yes. Same. Okay. So any questions from this guys? So this is a way to manage your project, existing or else some new project. So that's all about Maven. So what guys, what you can do is, so try to set up that Salesforce and all, because Salesforce is important. That's why I was asking several times. So 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 try to install, try to create an account, to try to play with that. After that, I will try to show you the execution part of that batch job and that whatever the POCs on that Salesforce. We'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. So actually, I have to go early office today. So we'll drop off now. So if you don't have any questions, so we'll connect tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Venkat. Thank you. Thanks a
So
lot.
what you can do is today onwards try to create an organized project and try to create an environment specific queries. Already we discussed about that. Environment specific. Don't put anywhere else hard coded things. So try to push outside external properties, put it there and read it dynamically. We've seen already, right? So this way you have to do so best practices, right? One is managed Another one is push that whatever the hard coded things. I mean, whatever the configure, like maybe it's a database connector configuration, whatever the HTTP listener configuration, push into the outside external properties file and read it dynamically. So that way, so it's a best practices. And we've seen the exception handling part also. So each and every project, whatever you are going to implement, so try to implement the error handling part also. Right? So if you implement the error handling, even error handling also is quite well best practices. Keep it a separate configuration XML outside, right? Outside create a configuration XML. So using that reference exception strategy, whatever the exception you got it, so it will go to the reference exception strategy. From the reference exception strategy, it will go to the global exception, right? Whatever you created outside configuration, it will detect it where, I mean, it will find it which catch block is matched, right? It will go and execute. It will come back with the whatever you wrote in flow. It will come back with the response message. So that way you have to practice each and every project you are going to create it. So put it all these things: environment specific, Mavenized, and then error handling part, and then so maybe in future we'll discuss a minute also. So once you've done your flow, so try to write a minute also. So based on that, end to end, everything you will get practice actually. Okay. So that's all today. So we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you guys.